So we are now on Breaking Bad Season 5, Episode 1, Live Free or Die. And the teaser for this episode was really weird, as it had Walter. It was his 52nd birthday. I don't know where the hell he was. He obviously wasn't with his family. He probably just ran away somehow. I don't know. I think this may be a flash forward for the season finale of this season. But he had hair, and he looked kind of like Chewbacca with Chewbacca's shave. And it was kind of cool seeing Walt with all his hair back again. That was kind of cool. He got a key for a car from this guy, and he paid the guy. I don't know who the hell the guy is. He goes to the car, he opens the trunk, and sees he sees a gun, a bunch of guns, and then we go to the present time, where it has Skyler talking to Walt over the phone about Gus's death, and then we learn that Mike is kind of recovered and he's feeding some chickens, and Walt and Jesse. This is near the end of season 4. It's this is right after Walt and Jesse burn the entire super lab, and they meet up with Mike, who is feeding chickens, and Mike's pissed off because he learns that Gus died, and he's aiming at Walt, but somehow they just kind of come to an agreement that they have to get rid of all the cameras, or specifically get rid of the laptop that Gus was using, because that laptop contains all the footage of all 3 of them. Meanwhile, Saul comes to Skyler, tells her what happened to Ted, and Skyler goes to go meet Ted, and he lost all his hair for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not a doctor, so I mean, I don't know why he lost all his hair, but he hurt his back and his spine, I guess, and he's just in the hospital looking yeah. So he tells Skyler that he's not going to tell anybody. He better not, hopefully. So I think she's good for now, and Walt, Jesse, and Mike go to the junkyard to find a way to get that laptop. And throughout this whole thing, Walt just seems not calm, but he seems confident, a little cocky about it too. That, okay, we're gonna get the camera, we're gonna get the laptop. I mean, we've done all this stuff before. I mean, it's been 4 seasons. We've done all this crazy stuff before. If I can get out of that, I can definitely just get this laptop. They go to the junkyard to get a huge magnet, and with that, they managed to. I don't know if they managed to go to the APD, the Albuquerque Police Department's big building. They use the magnet to right where the evidence room is, but how do they know where the evidence? Who cares? No. How do they know where the evidence room is exactly? I mean, I'm not sure, but I mean, they just know that the exact room. Whatever. Anyway, they managed to damage the laptop, but the police find something else in a picture frame of Gus and his brother, his friend, and I don't know what it means. Hopefully it'll be explained later in later episodes, and they say that the computer screen's broken and the evidence totally trashed. So yeah, so I guess it's mission accomplished, I suppose. And in the beginning of this episode, Skyler and Walter Jr. return home. They're so-called safe, and Skyler tells Walt that she's afraid of him. After they come back, and at the end of this episode, Walter goes back home and goes to Skyler, and Skyler tells Walter. No. Even before all that, Walter visits Saul, and Saul's like, "Okay, we're done." Because Walter insults him. He's like, "You're just a pig, a second-rate lawyer," and Saul's like, "Oh, hey, I saved your ass, or I did all this stuff for you, and I almost got in trouble for it, and you almost made me hurt a kid." And when he said that, I was like, okay, did Walter hurt the kid? I mean, Brock, and I think, what's her name? I think her name is Andrea, that chick, Brock, the little kid, I'm not sure. And, what's his name? Saul was holding something. I didn't know. I didn't know what it was, but I don't know what it was. I need to read up on that. He tells after Saul tells Walt that okay, we're done. Walt gets up and walks towards Saul and says, "We're done when I say we're done." I mean, he's like, "We're done when I say we're done." So I mean, Walt's just like a badass, and I feel like he's gonna take, because the tagline for this season I think is "All Hail the King." So I think he's gonna take over, like try to bring the super lab back, or obviously bring the methamphetamine back somehow and become the leader, like become the kingpin. So I would really like to see that, and I want to see how Hank like if he'll ever find Walter, if he ever figure this out. I don't know, but I mean, I like this episode. It was a really good start, and it left a lot of possibilities and questions. Some questions were still unanswered, you know. And Walter just goes home, and Skylar tells him, "Don't worry about Ted. He won't bother you." And he just kind of creepily just walks up to her slowly and just starts slowly hugging her, hugging Skylar. And Skylar's like, she's both like she's obviously creeped out by this, and she's kind of scared too. So that was a little interesting. So I would like to see Walt become like the bad guy for this, and I want to see what happens. And maybe somehow Jesse will become the good guy and stop Walt. But you know, I don't know. And that teaser, I want to know when that teaser takes place. So we'll find out in the next few episodes. So yeah, that was the season premiere of season 5 of Breaking Bad. Live Free or Die Hard, and I really liked the episode. It was pretty cool. So and I can't wait to see the rest of the season. And I'll catch you later.